Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. You're tuned into the NFL on EA Sports. The Raiders would love nothing more than to finish out today's game with a second notch in that win column. It's the Chargers going up against the Raiders. With that, let's welcome in our fine broadcast team. Here are Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
It's a day, Larry, that fans in these parts will need to savor as we come to you from the East Bay and Oakland, California. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it, this crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Los Angeles Chargers and the Oakland Raiders. The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. This will be taken short, and they're going to have really good starting field position here as that's taken up close to the 40. So here comes the Raiders offense now onto the field. They're led onto the field by their quarterback, a man who's made quite the name for himself in the NFL, and that's Russell Wilson.
And no excitement unless you're on the defensive team of last week in his numbers, because the only excitement he really generated was the one interception he threw.
Yeah, no touchdown passes.
Yeah, and his team wasn't real thrilled about that. And they lost the game. So I know this week has been tough on him because he's been working hard. Fundamentals, footwork, finding the right targets. And bottom line, how do they get a win?
And the Buffet boys, the O-line, hopefully they're ready today.
Listen, you got to feed them first. But if you do, you usually get a great product out on the field. And when they play well, the quarterback can't wait to feed them afterwards.
Second and 10 now. Wilson. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. 7 yards on the play. And just like that, it's third down. Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3. From the shotgun, Wilson. And this is going to be incomplete.
Now that's a great opening series defensively. You force what should be a 3-and-out on your opening possession.
And great coverage there on third down to force the incompletion to set up fourth. Here's Garrett Swanson now. He'll kick it away after a 3-and-out on the opening drive of the game. Taking it about the 16. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. So here's the Charger offense making their way out. And they will be led out by their 6'3" quarterback. They'll come out throwing here on first down. Going to throw right side here, complete. And able to get this one across the 45. Trips to the end zone, Charles, over 100 yards receiving.
How about the combination of route running, confidence in the field, and the ability to go up and get the football? You're exactly right. It was hard for them to stop him. Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
They're going to look to throw. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Charger first down.
Nice little nifty play for him there. Yeah, that's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backside of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down. They'll look to throw now on first down. And he slings one that's incomplete. And this O-line, it is the lifeblood of the offense.
They establish the tone. Mean, nasty, physical. They can't wait to get after people. That allows the rest of the offense to feel confident.
And on 2nd and 10 now. And a first carry here for John Crockett. And he's able to carve out about 6 there, down to the 37. And the Raiders call on a nickel set for 3rd down. A bullet throw, but incomplete. Here's Swayze Waters now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. They punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And this will do the job nicely, as that'll be out of bounds just inside the 10-yard line. The Raiders offense now, they trot back out, and they'll certainly be trying to do better than that first drive where they went 3 and out.
And sometimes the first drive is just simply to settle nerves. You know what it's like at the start of a game with the emotion. Guys a little bit jumpy.
But you do.
Oh, you understand the same way. It's just like us calling one, right? Making sure we ease into the game, let it come to us.
Well, you went 3 and out.
And now they have that opportunity.
No, you didn't go 3 and out. I went 3 and out on that first drive. I'll try to do better here. And not much there at all, as he'll get this only up to about the 11. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. And this defensive line will be looking to control the point of attack.
And that's what they've done throughout this season. This is a terrific unit. They play together very, very well, and they don't permit big plays to happen.
See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. They'll go again to Jones. Showed some strong running, but quickly corralled just beyond the 10-yard line. Now it looks like we've got a Raider here, slow to get up. We'll take a break and get a report from Oakland after this. The Chargers trot out their dime package, expecting a throw on 3rd down. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. And an alley to run. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. 14 yards is the pickup there at a Raider first. Now the first carry for Brian Hill. And room to run as he's up past the 35-yard line. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. On 2nd down, Hill. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. The pickup goes for 16 and a Raider first down.
Every now and then when we see a really good run, we really tend to focus on what other people did in order for that run to happen. What the offensive line did, what the receivers did to help. Sometimes the running back's pretty good too. And on that play, he picked up a lot of good yardage and made it happen with great effort.
Now a first down carry. It's Hill trying to run inside, but nothing there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Defense doing their job, really nowhere to run the football.
Yeah, it's almost textbook, wasn't it? Every place he tried to find an open spot, there just wasn't one. Congrats to the defense, no gain.
Call fitting your gaps, right?
I love it. You're exactly right.
And an alley to run. and he's brought down. That one will go as a gain of 11. Raiders having a first down as well.
For so many years, I was convinced it was a myth, because you always hear about the smaller running back. Well, he gets lost, you can't find him, and sometimes that's part of his genius. But it's true. You get behind big offensive linemen, the defensive line guys trying to find him, trying to peek around people to see him, and he gets lost. But this guy gets lost in a good way for his offense, picking up big yardage.
Now a play fake here on first down. And that's incomplete. Again on 2nd and 10, it's Wilson. And his throw's going to be incomplete. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. From the gun, it's Wilson. Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. Here's Garrett Swanson now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. That one sails out of bounds. The side judge will walk it off. And he says it went out of bounds at the 9-yard line. Nice punt. Here comes the Chargers offense now back out onto the field. And, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number 1 goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number 2 goal is win your division. Number 3 goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round. To throw now on 2nd and 10. Looking left side, that's caught by Moore. He got 29 yards that time. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
It's caught by Mike Evans. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. 10 more there and another first down. They run the counter now on first down. Takes this to the 45. Broken tackle. Bought him a little extra space. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
That was a good forceful run, and it demonstrates why you've got to put your body on a runner when you're trying to tackle him. If you just go in there and just try and get him down with arm tackles, usually doesn't work very well, and we saw on that play, he'll run right through those attempted plays.
A 3-yard pickup on 2nd and 4. Now they'll need to convert here on 3rd and a little more than a yard. This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. Now a handoff here to his running back. And a great effort there to shed the contact, and it helps him pick up the first. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, though, if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
So it'll be first down here after the run. They'll set up to throw. Got him in. It's Brown. And a loose football. And the Raiders pick it up. And they will take over at the 29-yard line.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running around, and we just saw another one.
Opportunistic by the defense. The Raiders offense now, they trot back out, and this is their 3rd drive. Maybe the focus right now not so much on points, but getting their first down.
And when you start off a game, you don't even think that's an issue, do you? But you go a drive, a second drive, no first down, that becomes an issue. Now you got to think about, okay, what type of play calling do I have to do to get us in a spot to pick that first one up?
And they'll start this drive with very good field position. And they give this time to the tailback. A little second effort there on the strong run. And then drop just inside of the 20. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
Now that's the way you want to start a drive.
And before they can run another play, the clock hits triple zeros. And time is up on the first quarter. Can't wait to see what the second quarter has in store. EA Sports NFL Sunday returns following this.
The NFL on EA Sports is fueled by Gatorade, the sports fuel company.
Back now to begin the second quarter with Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin. It's the Chargers here with a football. They're looking at a 2nd and short yardage to start things out. They'll run it now out of the gun. And not going to be able to push this forward. He runs into a wall right at the line of scrimmage. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. The Chargers on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. And he'll give it here to his running back. And the broken tackle helps lead to a first down gain. But just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
On 3rd down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the first down marker was and getting there.
Now they try the right side here. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. It's a 10-yard gain there, and it sets him up now 1st and goal.
That's another nice run, and I have to tell you, some of the coaches that I played for, their philosophies were always different when they see a guy running the ball well. Some of them wanted to immediately go to play action and throw it now because it's wide open. Well, other coaches said, you know something? Until they stop him, that big boy's going to keep getting the football. And that might be the direction that they're going to go right now.
Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a third down. Defensively, I think they can smell a stop ball right around the 5 here, brings up third.
And I think what they've done is they put doubt in the minds of the offensive guys. What do we do? Because now you don't have a go-to play. Either side they pick, throwing it, running it, it won't be easy. Partner, it's decision time now. I know it's still just the second quarter, but you have an opportunity to either kick the field goal or go for it and try and score a big-time touchdown. This is why the head coaches get paid the big bucks.
And we were scoreless up until this point in the second quarter. Now we finally have a little action.
Let's see where this action takes us. First quarter, no points at all. Now we've got our first score of the game. Well, does that signal that we're going to get more as we go along, or will it revert back to what we saw in the beginning of the game?
This will be fielded at the 8. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. Now the Oakland offense heading back onto the field to take over. Now they had a long drive going last time, but it stalled out. But still, maybe something positive to carry forward from that last drive.
Well, a few different things that you carry forward. Number one, as you noted, they were moving it pretty well, so that gives them a lot of confidence. The second part is, keeps your defense off the field, gives them a chance to rest up a little bit. And last but not least, you've taken a good look at what you've done on offense, noted where the weaknesses are, and you know when you want to come back to them.
Like when you're organized with your points. Well done.
Point A, B, and C.
They go play action now. Wilson. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Tim Williams coming in from that outside linebacker spot to bury him for a loss of 7. The Raiders on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. They'll run it now out of the gun. Call it a gain of 4, but not enough. The punt team going to need to be summoned here on 4th down. Here's Garrett Swanson now as he's on to punt for Oakland. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Take it at the 37. Just 21 yards on the punt there. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. He only has a single solo carry, 1. Numero uno, second quarter. They need to get in the ball more, don't they?
I'm not the greatest statistician in the world.
Yeah, you are.
But a back like that with only 1 carry, that takes me back to college in the classroom. Not enough evidence to declare what you should do the rest of the game. Give him the ball some more and find out.
Will they incorporate him? We'll find out. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Now that's a run that warms a play caller's heart because you're actually set up to do whatever you want on offense. You can come right back and run essentially the same play because you have momentum. Or you can fake that running play and throw something deep over the top. Or you now feel like you have an extra down to play with. Because if you go ahead and just throw it and you don't get it, come back and try and pick it up on 3rd down. Pretty nice coverage there, but a missed opportunity for an interception. Let's face it, a lot of these defenders, they've got it all. Speed, athleticism, hands, a little bit questionable.
The Chargers on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3.
Let's go! Green, 39!
They'll look to throw. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. And here the pressure from the outside linebacking spot.
And normally when that happens and they're able to get home, that means other guys on his team helped him out a lot. But they occupied people to allow it to be no less than a one-on-one situation, allows him to get home.
Here's Swayze Waters now as he'll kick it away for the second time. And no one there to stop it. Hits at the 8, but it carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback. So out come the Raiders. So far they've had 3 drives, 3 punts. Not good.
Not good indeed, because you've got to have something to show for being out on the field. Now sometimes if you have a game where neither side has scored, 3 punts isn't a bad thing. But when you're trying to set the pace, get up on top in a game, you've got to show better offense and find a way to put some points on the board.
They start the drive on the ground with Hill. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Give him 12 yards that time and an Oakland first down.
That's a good explosive run right there on the draw play. And in order for it to be successful, you've got to have some good faking going on and people having a nice little time clock in their head to understand how it all knits together. An offensive line really showing a pass set, that they're going to pass block, maybe to draw in those defensive linemen, have them come upfield, and then get past them, hand the ball off to the running back, and oftentimes he bypasses the guys headed for the quarterback, thinking they're going to get a sack, and gets himself into the secondary. And in this case, he picked up really nice yardage.
9 yards on the pickup there as he'll be left with 3rd and 1. On 3rd and 1, Wilson. And that is incomplete. Here's Garrett Swanson now as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. Oh, it's a wobbler here. Getting set to go again as we look at the back heading onto the field again. And he's well on his way to a 100-yard game. He's already more than halfway there. We're only in the 2nd quarter.
And what I've always loved about running backs is they'll tell you, I had no idea how many yards I had.
Right.
Those guys have an innate sense of where they are in a ball game and how many yards they've accumulated, because you know they're always working towards 100.
He's been working well towards 100 here. And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Brandon, that play certainly felt like what I call a tendency breaker. 1st and 10, they dial up a draw play. That's not a normal situation, but give credit to the defense. They weren't fooled at all and really finished off the play.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. They're looking at 3rd in the nose of the football. Don't forget, coming up at halftime, we'll take you to Orlando and Larry Ridley. Larry will have the highlights of this first half, but he won't have touchdowns because we haven't had any to this point.
But there's still time, though, partner.
He'll drop to throw. And he fires one, but incomplete.
I have to say that was a surprise call on 3rd and inches. I thought they'd try and run the football there, but you got to believe they thought they'd surprise the defense and pick up something downfield, but that one goes incomplete.
Here's Swayze Waters now as he's on to punt for L.A. That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time. And the Raider drive will start from deep in their own territory with a 1st and 10. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. He's been good. They've utilized him well, but they're losing here in the second quarter. What might they change offensively?
I think that what you try and do is expand how you get the ball to him a little bit. Get him out in open space, maybe swing the ball to him. What's that they used to call it in the West Coast offense, the long handoff? Yeah. Serve as your running play that way, as well as continue to feed him the football. Some of these runs now may pop bigger later in the game because of the effects of running it. Sometimes people, after a while, they don't want to tackle him anymore, or they get tired, or they get out of position, or he runs through tackles. Continue to feed him the ball. He's having that kind of game.
Yeah, might they get him the ball in some space in some different ways here. Give him 3 on the play, and it'll be second down. Now it's Wilson. And an alley to run. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Give him 12 yards that time and an Oakland first down. First down now, but the clock continues to move. Now Wilson on first down. He finds some open field here. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Now they'll throw it with Wilson. And Walker with it over the middle. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Throwing now, Wilson on first down. And he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. Call it a gain of 3, and that'll make this a second down. Wilson trying to urge his guys to go faster and get set at the line. Now Wilson on second down. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down. Wilson. And he's got room. And he's able to pick up the first down before he's tackled right at the 10. Now the Raiders going to burn their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. On first and 10, it's Wilson. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left.
One of the best routes, one of the favorite routes of any play caller. He just ran that one. Nice little angle route. That's supposed to be a catch, and usually it is, and the running back dropped it.
Yeah, I mean, he's a running back, but he's got hands. He should have caught it. Second and 10, it's Wilson again. This is caught, and he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown.
That's one of the better examples of clock management I've seen. Whittled it all the way down just about and still put the ball in the end zone.
Yeah, just a methodical drive and something really to take into the lockers here. Kyle Brinza on now for the extra point. And this is no good. He missed it. Not a good start here in the kicking department as this remains a 6-3 score. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be taken very short. And they're able to return this one all the way up to the 45.
At some point, we're going to get it through our heads. Special teams, special teams, special teams. The spark that often wins games.
Let's go.
They'll throw now on the final play. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 33. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on on this first half of action. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game.
Okay, Brandon, thanks. And welcome, everyone, to our EA Sports Halftime Report. Let's get to the highlights. Both the Raiders and Chargers are having some trouble moving the ball through the air. The yardage totals are low, and that's helped play into what was a low-scoring first half. All right, here we go. Let's take a look at some of the highlights from the first half. Raiders on offense midway through the second. Williams is going to push his way to the QB here. This will go for a loss of 7. Late in the first half, Russell Wilson would find his mark in coverage, and he'd cap off the 9-play drive with a TD. The Raiders up by a field goal.
Thank you, sir. A field goal separates these two teams as we come back for this second half. This one taken just inside the 10. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. Out comes the Chargers as they'll go on offense now to start this third quarter. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. They'll run it now out of the gun. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. They'll look to throw here. He's going to float this one deep right side. It's caught inside the 25. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. A big play there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Chargers are able to strike for 6. That was a nice little setup there off play action for the long touchdown pass.
Yeah, I've got to tell you, it brings back bad memories for a guy like me as a former defensive back, because in a playbook I knew a long time ago, we described that play pattern as draw pass 9 go, meaning fly pattern after the play action pass, trying to hit him for the deep ball, and boy, were they successful on that one. So tough because his speed is so great. You've got to make sure you don't miss any cues or keys in order to try and keep up with him.
Draw pass 9 go. That's still a nightmare to this day.
Yeah, I still wake up in the middle of the night and feel the guy going past me.
And it's no good. It has not been his day. That's the 2nd extra point he's missed so far. So a very short kick here. This will be taken by one of the up men. And they'll be set up with good field position here as he gets this up over the 40-yard line.
That strong return has set them up nicely for this drive, and we all know the next score is going to have a major impact on this game.
Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second half?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
Wilson. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. It's a gain of 9 yards, and that'll make it 3rd and 1. They'll try and run for it. Here's Hill. Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1.
That was a terrific job by the defense stopping them on 3rd and short. But sometimes you get some visual cues from the offense, because when they're going in short yard situations, you might see the offensive line come in tighter together, a little more shoulder to shoulder, trying to wedge a hole in the middle. They didn't get it done on that play.
And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. run it now out of the gun. Nowhere to go that time. Might have gotten a yard up to the 25. And after getting tackled, he's still down and looking very slow to get up. We'll take a break and get a report from Oakland after this. So what will they do? On the ground, through the air, let's see. 2nd and 9.
Here we go. 3-19. 3-19.
They'll hand it off to Procise. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
Partner, that defensive win reminds me of something a coach of mine used to say all the time. If you really want it, you'll find a way to go get it. And the defense did exactly that.
Let's go.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And this is going to be incomplete.
Sometimes you just have to take things into your own hands, don't you? I mean, the offense is really struggling in this game. They're the ones keeping things going. They have to continue to play at that level.
Here's Swayze Waters now as he's on to punt for L.A. And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. It'll be just an 18-yard punt. And the Raiders will have a short field to work with as they take over. And now Oakland ready to take the field. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
When you try to create space for your running back, the first thought is how physical is the offensive line. Sometimes it's just positioning. On that play, it didn't matter about positioning or being physical. The defensive front, they out-leveraged them and won the battle.
On 2nd down, here's Wilson. A battle for it, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 17. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Eight yards to go here on 2nd down.
Set. 3-19.
Looking to throw. And this is incomplete. The Chargers on 3rd down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This is 3rd and 8.
Let's go.
Back to throw. He's going to float this one deep right side. So they took a shot there on 3rd down. Couldn't get it. Now it's 4th.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield. But that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
Here's Swayze Waters now as he's on for the 5th time here today. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. And not his best effort there, as this one's going to be spotted down just outside of the 40-yard line. And now Oakland ready to take the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. A big play that time for the Raiders. And even 40 yards.
After that nice game there, for the rest of the game, the defense is going to have to respect the running backs as passing threats as well. Not just play them strictly to run the football. They may be able to get downfield and catch it too.
And now the offense operates in the red zone. They'll run it with Hill. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage, back at the 6. So a loss of 5, and it'll be 2nd down.
And thus far in this NFL season, no touchdown scored for him, and he's not going to get it on that play either.
On 2nd down, Wilson. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line.
Second goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football. Had to eat it and ended up on the ground.
A big play to start the drive got him in this position, but this defense has held firm since, and now it's 3rd and goal. From the shotgun, Wilson. And the Raiders are in for 6. Touchdown. Russell Wilson with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Raiders are able to cash in for 6.
This is similar to baseball where you walk the leadoff hitter and you don't expect him to come around and score. Almost impossible. Anytime a defense has to defend a short field, you usually end up seeing the result we saw, giving up points.
Now Brenza on for the extra point. And he atones for his miss the first time around as this one is up and good to extend their lead. So that drive, 4 plays, and a 9-yard run on the end of it. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is taken near the 13. And he's all the way up across the 40 and down at the 42-yard line. Great return. Now whistles, and we've got a man down. A man down here following the kickoff. We'll take a break and get a report from Oakland after this. The drive starts with C.J. Procise. And he's got this one just across midfield to the 49. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here. He'll look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's brought down. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Charger first down. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. On first down, Procise. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. Second down, 8. They're going to look to throw. And that is incomplete. Gavin Escobar, his big tight end, was the intended receiver. And it's third down. The Chargers on third down. They've converted a third of their opportunities, 3 for 9. This is 3rd and 8. Back to throw here. Throwing right, and that's complete. Touchdown, LA! Well, this offense only mustered 3 points in the first half on that field goal. They picked up the pace now. 2 third-quarter touchdowns.
Hey, you remember that appearance we had last week in front of that crowd, and they asked about halftime adjustments and all that was going on, and remember what I said. It's not always an adjustment at halftime. Sometimes just remembering the game plan and playing better, tuning it up and just working through it methodically. They got it done in this case.
Of course, I'll always remember that appearance because I had on a brown belt with black shoes, and you pointed that out in front of the crowd. So thanks for that.
I said that out loud?
You did.
My bad.
Gold to add the extra point. And it's no good. It has not been his day. That's the second extra point he's missed so far. Gold now out to kick it away. It's a very short kick taken by an up man. And they'll be set up with good field position here as he gets this up over the 40-yard line.
That strong return has set them up nicely for this drive, and we all know the next score is going to have a major impact on this game.
Now the Raiders offense, they get set to head back on the field, and they're hoping to capture some of that magic they had last time out when they were able to put together a scoring drive, but they're still down here, Charles.
Not the major concern, though, because of what you talked about. They scored the last time out. They feel good about themselves. They feel like their game plan is now in effect. They know how to attack and what plays they want to put together. But they've got to keep it moving in the right direction because, as you did note, they are down on the scoreboard.
They run it again with Hill. And he stopped immediately there. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8.
On that play, it was the defensive front that won the battle. They out-leveraged the offensive line, got into the backfield, and held them to no gain.
On 3rd down, Wilson. Room here to run. And he takes this one down all the way near the 30. And they pick up 25 as they convert on 3rd. They'll run on 1st down. Hill, no dice this go-around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
The best play callers in any league know how to break their tendencies. They study themselves, they self-scout, and they realize most of the time you don't call a draw play on 1st and 10. So every so often you insert that play just to make the defense think, even if it's not successful.
Now Wilson to throw on second down. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. One of his main targets, Delaney Walker, the intended receiver. And it's third down. The Raiders on third down. Not quite 50%, 4 for 9. This is third down and 12. Now Wilson. A dump off now to Hill. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. It's a gain of 7, and that's going to make it fourth down. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in the East Bay. It's been a good one so far. Just a 2-point game here as we get set for quarter number 4. Here's Garrett Swanson now as they're forced to kick for the 6th time today. And here's a very low-line drive, almost whiffed on it. And this will pin him back as it's out of bounds inside the 10-yard line. The Chargers offense now, they get set to head back on the field. We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10.
Here we go now.
They start out with a run from Procise. And he'll be taken down at the 18. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down. A tight game like this, such a tough spot for the offense to be in. Even though they have the lead, Charles, back up so close to their goal line, they got to protect the football.
And that's when you have to take care of your team with play calling as well. Not a lot of misdirection, not a lot of counters, not a lot of plays where you have extra ball handling. Get it right to the hands of your running back. Tell them to take care of the ball and try and move forward.
17 yards for the Chargers there as they've got themselves a first down. Now the offense lining up 1st and 10. They'll set up to throw. Over the middle, complete. That's Harrington. 11 more on that one and another first down. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. On the handoff, this is Procise. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and it'll be second and very short.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. He'll look to throw. To the sideline, and oh, that's well done. Able to drag the feet. He's going to have the first down. 2 yards on the pickup there, but it's enough to give him a new set of downs.
And the big guy catches the ball out of the backfield, and oftentimes that's quite a surprise to the guys playing defense because not ordinarily thought as a pass catcher, it often works when they decide to dial it up.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. He hits his running back, Procise. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. Call it a 1-yard gain on the play, and it'll make it a second down. And ready now for 2nd and 9. Now back to throw. And this one's incomplete. The Chargers on 3rd down. They're right at about the league average, 40%, 4 for 10. This is 3rd and 9. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. He's able to chew up 8 yards on the carry there, but still 4th down upcoming. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it. Get the first down. Close it out.
Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback. And now Oakland ready to take the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
On 1st down, Wilson. And some room to work. And down he'll go at the 25. It's a gain of 5, and that'll make it 2nd down. Wilson now looking to throw on 2nd down. And he'll slide down to avoid the contact. It'll be a gain of 4, and that is going to set up a 3rd and 1. The Raiders on 3rd down. They're right at about the league average, 40%, 4 for 10. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Now Wilson. Well, they would have gotten the conversion if he could hold on. Instead, the drop means it'll be 4th down. Here's Garrett Swanson now as he's on to punt for Oakland. Now a fair catch signaled for and made right about the 43-yard line. Well, pretty woeful there. Just 23 yards on the punt. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. The Chargers getting set to go. And, you know, their previous possession, they were able to move the football but still wound up punting in the end.
You know, in 2016, Carolina had a 20-play drive that lasted over 10 minutes. And remember how it ended?
And a punt.
Yeah, I mean, how does that happen? You just don't see that happen every day.
This one maybe not quite that bad, but still you'd like to have a chance for points if you hold the football that long.
Agreed. And that was a nice play by the defense, and it is tough to be an offensive lineman nowadays, especially if you're dealing with how the defensive tackles have evolved. Their quickness, their agility, their speed has changed the big guys in the middle, the center, and the offensive guards. Formerly, they were just power players. Now they have to be light on their feet as well to keep up with the speed of the defensive players.
They'll set up a throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Harrington. And he takes this one down all the way near the 30. A very solid gain of 27. This is something you got to be wary of defensively. I mean, just because they're in the mode of trying to burn some clock doesn't mean they won't pass it, and they got good yardage out of that one.
Yeah, and really, when you're looking at it, now they've got a fresh set of downs. Look for 2nd down. If they want to take another shot and try and loosen things up, that'd be the time to do it.
And now a 1st down following that long gain. They'll drop the throw. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Harrington. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag, because when you do, you just put the ball on him and then let him run.
Yeah, he's got some space.
Let's go! Green, 39!
Here's Procise. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play there, second down.
And that run was memorable for only one reason. There's absolutely no place to run with the football. No gaps, no creases, no gain.
Let's go! 319! 319!
Again, they run. Again, it's Procise. And again, he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. Back-to-back stops make it 3rd and 10.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bring up a key 3rd down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity, because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key 3rd down. Highlight that word. Put it in bold. Here we go. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. So a big kick coming for Robbie Gould. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. And the 13-year man puts it through, and that will push the lead up to 5. So put 3 on the board, but from inside the 5. And I know we use this phrase a lot, but that's a big-time win for the defense.
It sure is. You've got the short field behind you, so you can afford to turn up the pressure. And that was a nice sequence there to keep them out of the end zone.
Now it's Gould after splitting the uprights to kick this one away. This will be fielded at the 6. Now, to show the decline, what has the defense done adjustment-wise?
Sometimes when you have a running back who's gotten off to a hot start, you've got to catch him before he really gets going. So you change what you do across the defensive front. Instead of the linebackers being back a few yards, you bring them up closer. It's what we call mugging the line of scrimmage, taking away a lot of blocking angles and gaps, and maybe stopping him before he can get going.
Mugging the line of scrimmage, okay.
Yeah, in this case.
He's back to throw. Hill shedding the tackle, and incomplete there. A nice hit, jars the ball free, and brings up 3rd down. Couple extra defensive backs out there in the dime, and because of that, really not many places to throw the football, if any.
And typically, what would you want to do against that dime?
Run the football.
You want to run the ball, but you can't do it in this situation. Not nearly enough time on the clock. You have to really navigate against a tough defense presented against you.
This is Johnson. He's got it. And a nice gain at 21 yards. 1st down now, but the clock continues to move. He'll look to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. The man who won a Super Bowl MVP award across the bay in Santa Clara, Von Miller, in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. Back to throw. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. So it's 3rd and long, and defensively not a real surprise. They're in the dime. They'll look to throw. And some room to maneuver. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. Oh, and now movement and a whistle, and they may have to rethink their plans on 4th down. That's going to set them back 5 yards. And down by 5, they've got to go for it here on 4th down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line. 26 yards on the pickup there. And the Raiders are going to have a first down. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock. Back to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now the Raiders going to burn their third and final timeout as they stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game. Here's Wilson. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. 5 seconds, 4 seconds. Well, Charles, exciting to the very end. That's what we just saw in this game. Final play there, had it in the red zone, but anytime you're outside the 10, that's tough trying to drop a final play to get in, and they couldn't do it.